never ridden a bicycle across the United States. I've never done anything even close to that. Prior to training for this ride, I've never ridden more than 20 miles. So the reason for doing this ride is multifaceted. So I want to inspire people to do something new that's a huge challenge that they think they couldn't accomplish. And I want to also raise awareness and raise funds for a deserving after-school program to help at-risk youth. So the reason I want to help at-risk youth specifically is I want to help kids believe in themselves. I think that a strong sense of self-belief is literally the most important thing that you can have. When I was a kid, I didn't have a very strong sense of self-belief, and I luckily developed one. And so I want to help other people believe in themselves of all ages, but I think that kids are the most important because what you learn as a kid follows you throughout your life. One of the challenges that I had in the beginning was finding a nonprofit to work with. So I said, okay, I want to find a program that I think is providing a great service to kids, that's well organized, and someone that needs funding and that would use it well. I made contact with After School All-Stars, and when I learned more about their programming and what they do, I became very excited to work with them. And so they have programming from 2:30 to 5:30 after school. It's free, parents don't pay anything for it, and they actually come to the school so the kids don't have to go anywhere. And that time frame is very important because that's the time frame during which children are 3 times more likely to engage in illegal activities. So this is a critical time frame. Right? It's not later in the evening necessarily, it's that after school, what are you going to go do with yourself? I'm going to get into something kind of period. They serve 2,000 students in Ohio yearly through their programs and through special events such as the Live Fit Challenge. After School All-Stars is actually a national organization founded by Arnold Schwarzenegger. It used to be called Intercity Games, but when they expanded to include academics, they changed the name to After School All-Stars. So for me, it's a multifaceted organization. There's an approach that I think is broad spectrum enough to have a big impact on kids, and I'm excited to work with them for that reason. And so a thing that I learned in motorcycle racing that's very important, that serves me very well, is the understanding that there's a big difference between saying that you believe you can do something and deciding that you will do something. This is, I think, a huge difference, and this is something that I like to talk to the kids about. And so when you believe, I always say, when you believe you can do something, you're providing yourself with a choice. It's an option. I can do it. When you say you will do something, it's no longer a choice. It's a commitment to yourself. And there's a lot of merit in honoring that commitment that you've made with yourself. So I haven't decided I could ride, I've decided I will. So the kids always ask me things like, well, what if you break your arm? And I say, I'll ride with one hand. And they say, what if you break your leg? I say, I'll put a cleat on my broken leg. And they say, what if you break both your legs? And I say, I'll get one of those bikes that you can hand pedal or whatever. Just to show them that there's always a solution for a problem. I think the best way to empower kids that have maybe fewer opportunities is to say, okay, maybe you don't have the ideal situation, but you can be creative and solve the problem and still get to the goal that you've defined for yourself. And so this ride is actually, I think, a real world way to show that. And in some kind of funny way, I actually hope it's really, really hard. I hope a bunch of stuff goes wrong and I have to overcome it so I can talk to them about it and show them and write about it. So I'm actually really up for a challenge. I might even be disappointed if it goes really smoothly because that's not really what I want. And so that's another reason why I want to do it alone, is because I want to show that I alone can do this, overcome these challenges, not to say, hey, look at me, but to say, hey, you have the same potential, you can do the same thing. How you doing?
Hey.